Aloha Nui Patriots, it's Shariraye with the verse of the day, February 6th. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a soul shall sin through ignorance against any of the commandments of the Lord concerning things which ought not to be done, and shall do against any of them. Leviticus chapter 4, verse 2. The words through ignorance prove that man, whether he be a chief priest or a common person, cannot know, at least in totality, what sin is. This is humbling and comforting. It reveals that the efficacy of Christ's atonement for sin is not to be measured by man's consciousness of sin, but by God's measurement of it. To believe this fact fills the heart with a divine peace. The sin offering was wholly burned outside the camp, but the blood and the fat were offered to God. This double action illuminates the cross. Jesus suffered outside the camp, thereby showing how abhorrent to God is sin, yet at the same time was his blood precious. And the fat, for example, his inward personal excellence most holy. In fact, the incense, the shewbread, the sin offering, and the meal offering are all named most holy. Thus, the Spirit of God, when speaking of Jesus as a man or as an offering for sin, repeats with emphasis that he was, in his entire being, most holy. All of this was absolutely necessary if Christ was to serve as the most perfect sacrifice for sin, at least a sacrifice which God would accept. God could only accept perfection. Therefore, Christ alone could satisfy these requirements.